Oh my goodness, Jane Doe. Oh, damn, I didn't see you there. Sorry. Welcome back to Reddit. You know me, I'm Soma. Obviously, my co-hosts aren't here today. This is gonna be a different video. It's a little. You'll see what I mean in a little bit. But please let me know if you like this content, and without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, before we get into it, I just want to say, go easy on me, bro. I've never done stuff like this. I've always wanted to because I always thought this content was very nice. I always thought this content was very interesting. Like what's your favorite character and all that stuff. I always wanted to try it, but maybe focus more on that one character. And I wanted to try it with this character because I like this character. I like Jane Doe a lot, But it was either between this or Yuri, and we're not gonna talk about that. But just let me know what you guys think about this. Because like I said, I want to try something different, and also I could get this out quicker than most videos, as I'm still working on our podcast and stuff. So I just want to get out maybe like smaller versions of content, and I think this would be a very nice way of doing it. So let's get into the character. We're gonna start with the character, the background, the bio and stuff, and we're gonna get into why you may like them. So Jane Doe, sorry, Jane, a criminal behavior specialist, has had a colorful career as a consultant with public security over the years. She's an expert in disguise, infiltration, and other investigative work. She has had a bad habit of trolling others and sometimes plays harmless pranks. She is a skilled mimic, able to change her appearance and demeanor at will, making people wonder what the real Jane is like. Yeah, that's kind of a small little bio thing. It's a small little bio. I'm not gonna read the entire bio, but let's get into why you may like her. And we're gonna start with gameplay wise. You probably like her because she's a really fast character. That's why I like her. She's a really fast character. She likes to do a lot of things. She likes to go around the map a lot. Maybe not always in your gameplay, but she really likes to move around. That's why I like her, at least. She likes to dodge and weave and all that. And honestly, seeing that, it was cool. Like when I first started playing her, oh my goodness, oh my god, she was cooking when I first played her. And I mean, I'm gonna be honest, when I first saw her, like damn, she had a whole bakery back there. But we're not gonna get to that. But reality, her gameplay is very fast, and if you have reflexes for like, oh my god, you could punish the hell out of things. And also, I think she does really good damage. I don't know if it's my Jane specifically, but for me, like maybe level 40 with like level 48, no problem, because she deals some serious damage. Maybe, like I said, maybe it's just mine's on crack or something. But that's what maybe that's maybe why you like her. Sorry, I stutter a lot. I stutter a lot when I'm a bit nervous. But that's probably why you like her, since she's a really fast character. She dodges a lot, and that's pretty much her main gimmick. Being, she builds a bar if you dodge a lot and if you can counter correctly. That bar gives you an extra move, pretty much, which is a little spinny thing. She spins and does some stupid shit. You're probably seeing it on the screen right now, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing it or not. But whatever. Now let's get into it as a character. If you like her as a character, like I know what kind of man you are. But in all seriousness, you probably like her because she's hot or whatever. She has like a nice ass and nice boobs. That's weird to say, but like it's true for some of the characters, especially in Zenless Zone Zero. Like you probably like them because they're hot, except for all the characters that look like children. We're not into that here. No. But I like Jane because she's hot or whatever. That's weird to say for like a animated character, but it's kind of true. I mean, like You can't tell me that you haven't like watched an animated movie. I thought they were hot. Like, you're lying to yourself. You're lying to yourself. I know that's real. Damn. But in all seriousness, I like her because she's hot. I mean, she's also a rat, which is also kind of weird. Which also kind of threw me off when I first saw her. It kind of threw me off. But you could also like her because her voice actor. I don't know. Like, have you heard her voice? Like, god damn. I like listening to her voice a lot, and sometimes I do repeat her voice lines, not in the weird way she says it. I mean, it's not a weird way she says it, but not in the way she says it, because that would be weird if I said it like that. And yeah, but that's probably those are usually the reasons. I mean, if you like her because of other things, like maybe her style, because I think her fucking fits nice. I think she's wearing that shit. Like, I couldn't imagine. I wouldn't imagine because that'd be fucking weird. But if you like her style, then that's you, bro. I can see that a reason too. I mean, if you're furry as well, I mean, go ham. If you like rats, go ham because she's got all that. But if you didn't, if you like her just because she looks cool, or maybe you just like her gameplay, like I said before, that's all you know. I'm not judging. I'm just saying, I know what kind of man I am. I'm there because she's hot. That's weird to say, again. It's weird to say for an animated character, but it's true. It's true. Now, we're gonna switch over. We've already talked about, what the character is, why you may like them. Now, I'm gonna go into some pros and cons. They're obviously, for every pro, there's gonna be a con, and I'm gonna repeat them as such. So, let's get into it. Now, obviously, we're gonna start off with a pro here, but pro. She's a great role player. If you're into all that stuff, like nurses and all that, which I am, like, or teachers, which I am, like, okay, but it's all serious. If you're into like role playing and all that, then, she's a great choice for you. Like I said, I'm into that, and she's a great, like, obviously she's a role player. She does play roles really well. She gets into her character very well. That's pretty much the entire point of her character. That's why she's known as Jane Doe. No one knows her real character since she's always playing different roles. So she could probably play a really good nurse or something. I'm sorry, I'm a freak, dude. I don't know what you want from me. Whatever. That's a pro. But a con, she's a great role player. Like, the pro is the con here. I'm gonna be honest. She's a great role player, but she's gonna go through with that role play. She's gonna go through with that nurse. Like, what if she kills me? What if she wants to do surgery on me? I don't think I want that. I don't want to die personally. And as the teacher, what if she just gives me homework? Like, that's gay. Get that out of here. But whatever. I mean, like I said, the pro is the con here. I wouldn't mind a bit of role play, but if she goes too far with it, like she's trying to do surgery or gives me homework, like a test or surprise test or whatever, on math or English, like, I don't know those subjects that well. Get that out of here, Jane. Like, why are you doing that? Whatever. You know what I mean. Sorry, I was just, hold on. Shit. Sorry. I was distracted by what's on the screen right now. But pro, she loves instant noodles. That's something. Like, if you play her Bond story, and you walk by a noodle stand, she's all over it. She asks you questions about something about noodles and what's not. I forgot what even happens in her story. I'll be honest, her Bond story. But I know she likes instant noodles. Like, that's something she does bring up a lot, especially in like these stories, and these like little stories, like what's happening on the screen right now. She brings those up a little bit, And I think just buy her some instant noodles or like some actual authentic noodles, and I think she's gonna be all over you, and I think you'll be fine. I'll be honest. Con, she's a rat or a mouse, whatever the fuck she is. I think she's a rat, but she's a rat, bro, and rats are gross. But she's hot, dude. She's hot. I mean, this is not really a con. If you don't like rats, then yeah, maybe this is a con for you. If you're scared of rats, this is definitely a con for you. If you're scared of like rats or mice and stuff like that, again, this is probably a con for you. I'm not judging. It's a real fear. Yeah, like I said, I have heights, so heights wouldn't be good. Really tall people, probably wouldn't be great. Yeah, especially like that building where they fight and stuff. I don't know what it's called, like the Ballerina twins or something like that. The twin tower. I don't know what it is. Don't even talk. But in all seriousness, if you have a fear of rats or you just don't like rats, then I don't think she's really the character for you. Let's move on to a pro. She's really good at her job. She if you play the story where they first introduce her, she really gets into her part, and even though obviously she's not actually a gang member, spoilers if anyone's on this part or hasn't done this part, she's not really a gang member, but she plays the role really well. She plays the role of the bad guy really well, and it makes you really think, like, is Jane really the bad guy? And she goes through with some of her plans. Like, I mean, thank God the guy's not dead, but she threw off an innocent guy off of like the highest building, and she was just hoping there was like a little hollow point there for him to just land in and stay safe in. Like, that was a guess. She just went through with it because she was like, you know what, I gotta show them I can do this, and she just threw the guy up. She threw the guy up. So, I mean, it's a pro, and it's also a con. I should have added that. It's a pro and a con. She'll go through with her game plan if necessary. But this is a con, and this is another one of those things where it's like the rat situation. She stays out really late. A lot of her things happen at late night. She stays out late. But that's not a con for me. I like staying out late. Like, while I'm recording this audio, I am literally it's literally 4. It's 4 a.m. right now. So I mean, I don't mind being out late, but for some people don't like doing that. Some people aren't night owls. Like, some people don't even like staying up past like 11. It's a nuggy. Well, but I don't mind it, so I wouldn't really care. That's really loud. Sorry, my phone gave me a thing. Anyways, pro. This is a dumb pro. Don't even listen to this. But she has a bakery, and she has nice boobies. This isn't a serious pro. Maybe it is. Who knows? But I'll put in a fake pro. I'll put in a different pro. She has a great sense of fashion, and you know what? Honestly, that's not even a bad pro. Like, if you're a fashionista or whatever, and you like fashion, yo, get someone for a drip. Like that coat she has, that shit is kind of hard. I won't lie. I said those boots are also kind of pretty sick. The rest, I mean, she doesn't really have an undershirt on, but you could put one. I mean, she kind of does. It's see-through undershirt. But in all seriousness, I do like her fashion choice. I think it's pretty cool. And although, it's definitely gooner material, I mean, it's still pretty sick, like, fashion. It's just very explicit. And con, she has no real emotion. She doesn't really know who she is. She doesn't know who she is either. And what I mean by she has no emotion is, she doesn't really, since she acts a lot, she doesn't really know like who she is in general. She doesn't really know what her personality is, and she has to keep switching over and over again, keep adapting to a situation. And like I said, she just doesn't know who she is, and she does like people who are genuine with their emotion, who are actually serious, because she knows if you're lying. She knows if you're lying. She's done the parts, so she knows if you're gonna be lying or not. And obviously it's a con since, well, you'll never know who she really is, and that is kind of sad. That's kind of sad, to be honest. Even though obviously it's part of the character, it's still kind of sad to know that maybe she'll never find out who she really is. Maybe we'll never find out who she really is. And like I said, it's kind of sad that she wishes she was a genuine emotional person instead of this just Play-Doh type of person where she just molds into whatever she needs to. And like I said, that's a con. it's not obviously I would never be a pro in a way because what the fuck would that be? I don't even know what I'm saying, but there you go. That's all the cons for now. That's all the pros and cons. If there's anything else, just let me know. I guess let me know because that's all I can remember, to be honest. But yeah, right now, yeah, I feel like it's a good place to move on to my next little segment that I have. I'm gonna be rating the character. I'm gonna be rating my character without biases, without thoughts, without anything. I'm gonna rate it based on what I think, without bias, like I said, and if the character suits whatever you feel. Yeah, so let's move on to it. Let's get into the analysis. Sorry, I'm finishing this recording while I just fucking woke up. So if you hear some tiredness from my voice, don't worry about it. Just let it be. Now, as a character, entirely. Well, okay, I'm just gonna rate it. I think she's like an 8 out of 10 for this game specifically. 8 out of 10. Personally, I think there are better characters. Obviously, they're not my favorites, but in terms of, I guess, in terms of gameplay wise, well, shut the fuck up and say it. I think there are more interesting and better characters that if you really want to go that way, go ahead. Like I said, if you like fast characters, if you like characters who do lots of movements and do fluid movements and you feel the impact, because I like Jane Doe because you can also feel impact in her moves. Like some characters, you don't really feel like you're doing much. Well, with Jane Doe, I feel the hits, like I feel them. I don't really know how to explain them, but that's like the best I could do. But like say if you like other fast characters, maybe you'll probably like Evelyn or probably like Ambi. Ambi's kind of fast. It depends. Or Nekomata. Some people like that. Or maybe like, honestly, that's probably most I could think of right now. But those characters in those games specifically, yeah. So I think she's an 8 out of 10. But that's gameplay wise. Character wise, 9 out of 10. Character wise, 9 out of 10. I think it could have been 10 out of 10, but maybe I guess learning that she doesn't really have any real emotion, or just like she doesn't know her true self. Maybe that does, that is kind of like sad to me. There's kind of a downer in a way. So it does kind of reduce her. I'm not saying it's like her fault specifically. It's just the job that she has to do. It's kind of sad to know that you may never know the true self of herself. Man, I worded that really bad. I worded that so bad. But that's pretty much the analysis. I don't know. I mean, if you really like I said, if you really like fast characters, if you really like characters with some impact to them, maybe some good damage on them, I mean, maybe she's a good pick for you. If you like being stepped on, if you like, if you're a freak, and all that shit, you like the mommy voice or whatever, and you like ass, Jane Doe's for you, bro. Jane Doe's for you. I mean, that's that's really all I gotta say. Jane Doe's your character. I mean, also if you're a furry, I mean, she's definitely a character for you. I mean, maybe some furries don't like rats. I don't know, but if you like rats and you're a furry, there you go, bro. 1-on-1, 2-for-1 deal. But I think that's gonna be the end of the video. Well, that's pretty much it. That's all I have for the segments. I didn't really want to do much else for this video. like I said, I just wanted to focus on the character. Say why you might like them, give pros and cons, and then an overall summary of the character. So I like Jane Doe. I liked her because of her design. I liked her because she's hot. But I also liked her for her gameplay. Like I said, I like that she's really fast. Bless you, Toto. Sorry, that's my dog. I like her gameplay. I like how she's really fast. I think she does a lot of damage, and her little mode thing, her little passion mode thing, where it rewards you for dodging a lot and countering. But yeah, if you don't like the characters, maybe if I'm wrong, just let me know. I would like to keep doing content like this, and hopefully you guys also like this content. And for my other host, just let me know if you guys enjoy this type of video. But that's gonna be all. Thank you for watching. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to. You can do that if you want to. It's not the same without my other hosts here. You don't have to subscribe. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about what they say. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.